All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Bonus Round Mischief and Mayhem, brought to you or hosted by Gamers Heaven. We've got a pretty nice top 8 for you guys.
Yeah, this should be a really stacked one. I'm really looking forward to it. We've seen, a few of the matches of people getting into it, but kicking us off right here will be Zom and Dante on winner's side. After that, we'll be hitting Veloc and Goon. Going down to the lower side of the bracket with Jawesome versus Skip, and then Tool versus kaypow.
Yeah, and I think there's been some pretty interesting upsets so far, right? Like you can see Veloc versus Goon in the winner's side bracket. Veloc actually beating Tool to make it out winner's side.
Yeah. Tool definitely pretty much behind Zom, the other top seed of the event. I think a lot of people going into this would have expected to see them in Grands, which, certainly could still happen. But yeah, not expecting to see him down in losers going into our top 8 here. Really impressive showing from Veloc to make his way into winner's bracket. I feel like he's kind of one of the local unknown OD players.
For sure.
Doesn't enter as many things, isn't as active in a lot of the net play brackets, but just always grinding. Has become a really fearsome Narn player and really showing his stuff here today.
Yeah, I think there's a few interesting players that are in losers, right? Like Skip in losers. Tool in losers and kaypow in losers, right? Those are people that I think you would not necessarily expect to be in losers bracket at this point, right?
Yeah, especially kaypow. We saw that match between him and Goon earlier, the Lance mirror of, in a lot of ways, kaypow had been Goon's Lance tutor, and
for sure. Doing the labbing for Goon, right?
Yeah, the pupil surpassing the master. But looks like we should be getting into our match here in pretty soon. This again will be Zom versus Dante.
Yeah, Kag versus Jita, right? I would say, Jita, everyone knows that character, right? Like, everyone loves and or hates that character, right? She lives off her far M.
Yeah, just a straightforward Shoto, just ridiculous corner carry off of everything. Far M that, recovers extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult to whiff punish.
Yeah, and on top of that, with the rush addition to the game, right? Like, it's basically guaranteed that you're going to end up in the corner and holding a bunch of pressure, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It can just coast to coast you, basically, if she's got that 50 meter. And, the 50 meter does count for a lot with her. She doesn't always have the best, whiff punish conversions, for instance, without it. But when she has rush, the character really opens up.
And, Jeff, or ZomBmu, obviously a well-known player, right? Like,
for sure.
Winning majors,
Yeah, definitely the absolute favorite going into this bracket.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought that he was going to be playing Fairy for this tournament, but it does seem like he's already broken out the Cagliostro in his top 8 here.
Yeah, for a while, had been playing the Fairy secondary and then, maybe get serious in Grand Finals, but I think it really just speaks to the quality of competition here, just going into his favorite tag right away.
Yeah, and already has level 5 Rock Charge, so.
Yeah, shimmies back, gets a big whiff punish there on Dante at the close H. But Dante,
really good patience here from ZomBmu, actually.
Yeah, Dante able to gain a lot of ground, but just using that spear to make sure that Dante can't get that final inch into the corner, and
you're dead.
Yeah.
Close L, close M link into Super.
Yeah, that EX teleport from Kag definitely is threatening. She can just threaten light pressure off of it.
She is
with
+1,
frames.
so you can get DP'd out of it, but that's a risk in and of itself, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And you can see ZomBmu going for a run-up teleport right there after setting the trap, but you're not actually plus enough to really be able to do that, and that is unfortunate draw for Dante.
Yeah, just I'm just going to side switch, and now Dante's going to be the one blocking out the corner. Okay, does use rush defensively to get out of the corner. It's certainly a risky option, sputting the 50 meter on that, but oh wow.
Rush of his own, but it doesn't quite reach the corner. Still has the teleport. Yeah, far H trap set is kind of difficult for Jita to deal with, especially at range like that. And he is going to get a combo here to finish it off.
Yeah, and that'll be Zom taking a very commanding first game here.
It's really rough, right? Because GRANBLUE is sort of this strike-throw-based footsies game, right? But Kag just kind of, when she throws you, you die, right? If there's a trap right there.
Yeah. People joke about her being, a secret grappler, just how much reward she can get off of those trap throws. Yeah.
All right, and is now stuck in the corner. ZomBmu a masher. It doesn't look like Dante knows the right answer to far H trap set, right?
Yeah, no, that spot dodge when you're right on top of the trap, not going to work out well for you.
Yeah, most of the time you'll be safe, but some of the times you will get counter hit like that if you're not doing it correctly. And not recognizing that the teleport doesn't actually hit him, so lets Jeff get away with murder.
Yeah, Jeff able to bounce Dante back to the trap quite nicely. Gonna go into SSBA here, and I believe this should...
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah. And Dante notably NOD, so won't have to worry about getting chipped out here, but...
Oh, had enough rock charge to go right through the L fireball.
Yeah, and Zom, even with the spear ready behind it.
All right, this is going to be rough for Dante right here. And rolls through the trap and is going to take 4K.
Yep, that's what this character can do to you mid-screen.
Oh, mashes.
Nice, yeah, nice little mash. We'll buy some space here. Again, just going into the full auto combo here. Just buy more space out of the corner.
Yeah, nice spear attempt to punish going for the 2L, but it's very difficult to actually hit that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, far M rush. Oh, no, it's punished.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a mash real soon.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
Oh, rolls through. And gets the lucky 2L counter hit far H.
And that'll be ZomBmu taking a very convincing first set here, but
looks like we're going to have to run losers because Veloc is playing Striver right now, so...
Yeah, it sounds like the pools for that have started up, so we'll be bouncing out to losers for a moment here. But yeah, just really strong convincing set from ZomBmu there. I really can't point to like any major flaws in his play at any point.
He definitely did some stuff that is questionable,
yeah,
but it does look like
that in the corner.
Yeah, it does look like Dante doesn't really know a lot of the specific counterplay to Kag, right? Maybe hasn't labbed it out or doesn't really know. It is kind of difficult. Jita does have a little bit of a difficult time dealing with some of her stuff, like the super space, like far H, 236H, but you know, overall, like, you don't really want to spot dodge. Rolling kind of randomly in neutral, right? Like, these are not things that you really want to do against this character.
Yeah, just good options to like lose just too many things.
Yeah. And ZomBmu, obviously being a very patient player, definitely knows when to go for the mash, right? And when to just sit there and kind of let you do your thing.
For sure, yeah. We saw that a lot in that first game of, you know, once Dante got him out of the corner, Zom being so willing to just like seed screen space, but then once Zom gets to the corner, starting to defend that space much more aggressively, just harassing Dante with like constant spears and rocks, just keeping him out of getting Zom in the corner. And
it looks like we're going to have Skip versus Jawesome, so that'll be Soares versus Matera.
Yeah. Skip we've seen a couple times on
stream already.
Yeah, Jawesome not as much. I want to say was in the first pool that I think ran to completion.
Yeah, I believe he was in one of the first two pools for sure.
Yeah, definitely a big top 8 for Jawesome, though. I don't think was necessarily favored to get out of his pool. I think Odd Toaster was the player that most people were expecting to get out.
That is a hard matchup for Vasaraga, though, right? Like, Matera versus Voss is kind of difficult for Vasaraga.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, it's kind of difficult for Vasaraga until it's kind of difficult for Matera.
Yeah.
But, Jawesome just never really getting Toaster chance to get going in those. And, double jeoparding Toaster.
Yeah. That tracks. It's a rough one. One I know Toaster specifically doesn't like.
Yeah. I think Toaster was kind of bearish on his chances overall, mostly just afraid of Jawesome and Pool specifically, and I think was kind of saying like, you know, he likes his chances of, or they like their chances of getting into top 8 unless they run into Jawesome twice, which
you know, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Skip actually flying down here from Alberta, which is decently far away, but he's definitely always very active in net playing, right?
Yeah, definitely a big grinder. I feel like, you know, loves the first to death. Will just like happily run like 100 games with people.
And he's just super nice too. Like, after the game, you know, he always finds a way to like compliment something that you did in your play, even if, you know, he like 100-0'd you. He's always got some good advice and some good compliments to give to you afterwards.
Yeah, of like not only having good feedback, but also being like extremely friendly and kind about it too. Yeah.
So we'll see. I think that this is probably not, you know, traditionally you might think that Soares versus a zoner would be bad. I actually don't think that this is too bad for Soares, right? The 5U is kind of nice to have, right? Like, he doesn't have the best walk speed, but he definitely has some tools to cover ground, given the right chance.
Definitely,
So.
yeah. That rush punch forward. You know, I think we saw it especially in the match of Skip versus Rurik earlier. Of Skip just doing such a good job of rotating through his movement options on like every single fireball that Rurik threw, just to, you know, basically turn every single fireball as an opportunity for him to get in. And you know, we'll see if he's able to do the same against Matera arrows. Matera does have, you know, a few more ways of.
She can be a lot trickier for sure.
Yeah, she can change the angle of her projectiles a lot more than Veloc can, which can make it a little bit tougher to get in.
But, you know, we'll have to see how it goes. As it looks like our players are loading in right now, I think they're not doing a button check, so I think that this will probably be the match.
Yeah, and the other thing that will be interesting to watch in this match, I feel like Jawesome as a player is kind of notorious for like hating blocking. A lot of
he's definitely a jumper. He's trying to jump and Zephyr out, and you gotta like really adapt to that.
Absolutely, yeah. Like a lot of the Dragon Ball players have tried to like slow down, be a bit more patient. I feel like Jawesome hasn't hit that.
Jawesome just leaned into it.
Yeah, hasn't hit that quite as much. Which I mean, against this character Soares, you really don't want to be holding blocking against him, and I'll be curious to see how that works out for Jawesome. Of just, you know, does trying to play more slippery work out well for him?
Well, it doesn't spot dodge the follow up, but is only -3.
Yeah. We'll keep the pressure going here with the throw. Oh, immediate tech from Skip there.
Yeah, tech 2M. I'm kind of surprised Jawesome didn't press his own 2M. I feel like Matera 2M is really good in the post-tech scenario.
Yeah.
Just playing some neutral right now.
Got some butterflies just harassing Soares back.
Jawesome does have the life lead here, so he doesn't need to go too crazy.
No.
Install.
All right, and with 3 stacks, that should give Soares quite a bit of survivability here.
Oh,
the back shift in the corner works out. Yeah, I feel like I'm never a fan of the back shift in the corner, but that one's working out quite well for Jawesome there. Winning 100, the last of that meter, and
yeah, it takes round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think normally you would see that and it doesn't work out too well. Matera obviously doesn't have too many good defensive options, right? And Soares does a ton of chip damage.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the rush can be warranted. I know defensive rush, not always the best, but I feel like on Matera, especially, the character has bad defensive tools and also just builds meter so quickly that it's more justifiable than it usually is.
Yeah, I think so as well. Oh, doesn't you know, has pushed Skip to the corner here. I really like the whiff RLs to like bait Skip into pressing something.
Yeah, what a rush conversion there.
Yeah, blocks it, and then reversal rush. Skip does like doing reversal rush as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, another one of those characters without as many
defensive options.
Yeah,
right?
but at the same time, doesn't build meter nearly as fast as Matera does, so it's definitely more of a commitment.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
But we see Jawesome with a really commanding life lead here. Skip's going to have to find a lot of work.
Yeah, it does need like 1 or 2 good hits to really even this up, right? Oh, nice. It catches the roll through.
Yeah, and Jawesome taking a really strong first game. Skip just never really getting a chance to get the offense rolling in that one.
Yeah, and I like Jawsome's jumps in this set so far, right? I feel like he's not being overly jumpy on defense, which is good, right? Because that's definitely a weakness that he tends to have. And it's just mostly doing it in offense and in neutral and in spots that are really difficult for Skip to actually challenge.
Absolutely, yeah. And really, I mean, not even having to get tested that much on defense, though. I feel like it's the type of thing where Skip is great at like flustering you on defense. But Jawesome able to like quickly find his way out in a couple times, you know, using that back shift, for instance, to get out, and just not really getting to the point that like Skip can like get deep into these offensive layers against you. Yeah,
for sure. And you know, Jawesome, as we were talking about it, gets out of the corner after being pressured by Skip. So now Skip's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and I mean, as well, Skip finds his way out there.
No whiff punish on the 2U. Yeah, I think that was a difficult one to confirm.
Definitely, yeah. We'll hop in. Jawesome gaining some ground here, pushing Skip back.
Yeah. Dodging after the rush is actually not too bad, right? Because Skip has been like, I'm just going to press after. And this is rough because Matera already does a lot of chip damage, and now it's going to do even more.
Absolutely, yeah. But, finds the rush punch in. Going to get a lot of ground off of this. And with the throw, that'll be Skip.
Good reaction to the butterfly set in neutral, right? You really don't want to let Matera get away with that if you don't have to. And, you know, Soares definitely is a character that doesn't have to let her get away with it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one of those things that, you know, as Matera, it can be really tempting to try and, like, steal screen space with it, because once you get that out, it becomes so much harder for Soares to get in. But it's a big gamble to set it initially.
Yeah, and in fact, it's punishable at a lot of ranges, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like that's one thing that we've seen so much from Skip in his sets today. Of he's so good at just hanging back in neutral, waiting for you to commit to something, and then like finding his in off of that. Such as
Jawesome choosing the wrong button to anti-air with, and then guest tagging. Yeah. All right, Skip taking a game 2 has sort of adapted a little bit here, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That first game, it felt like he was kind of struggling to find his way in against Jawesome a bit more, and this game really able to, wait for Jawesome to make commitments in the neutral and get us in off of that.
I really like Jawesome taking a second to collect himself there. I'm always a proponent of icing, so.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially like when it feels like an opponent has like adapted to you that much, you just, you need to figure out like the next layer to get onto quickly.
Yeah, or even just taking a second if like something weird happens, right? And I feel like a couple weird things happened that game. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice patience here from Jawesome and a really good interrupt on the 2-2.
Oh wow, catches the end of the back shift there.
Yeah, Matera overhead, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not quite.
Jawesome looking for a little bit of a shimmy there, but okay,
there
with
we
the
go,
far we'll take it, yeah. Ooh, Jawesome on set point here.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, great adaptation that last round.
Good patience. Dodges the 2d6H. Ooh, this is a
yeah. That's 70% of your life gone first 10 seconds. Okay, does find the jump out, but again, Sora's just getting past the rain of arrows, and Jawesome now having to defend out the other corner.
Oh no! Man, Skip said, "All right, I can't let this happen. I gotta strike back real hard."
Yeah. All right,
and she's blowing everyone a kiss.
Yeah, our first round 3 of the on Lumasi of the top 8, I believe.
PNW Classic going to Mommy Forest.
Absolutely.
Screaming for round 3.
Nice use of the 5U from Taurus there, right as the butterflies are passing over you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow,
what
that worked out.
Risky option.
Yeah, Jawesome finding a counter hit in the corner there. Can't convert off of it, but it finds an immediate next hit afterwards. Finds the rush to keep his turn going.
I feel like these are some really weird hits Jawsome's getting, and he's not really ready for them, right? And I don't blame him, because they're definitely weird. Oh my god, the dodge on the OD!
Jawesome moving on and sending Skip home.
That was nasty.
Great call out there. You just hear the entire crowd
pop everyone popping off for Jawesome.
Woo.
All right, that was a pretty good set.
Yeah, yeah, really nice back and forth. It felt like each player kind of ran over the other one the first for a game each, and then had a bit more of a nice back and forth ending, and you're just like great spot dodge on the OD there.
Yeah, I feel like in general it was mostly like, all right, well now it's my turn to beat you up.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we're gonna see.
Looks like our next match of losers. So this will be Tool and
kaypow, right?
Yeah. So
I think we're doing the losers first.
Yeah, we are, just because of Veloc and Strive.
And Tool, I don't know, have you seen him play today at all? Is he playing mostly Vera, or is he playing Jita, or is he playing a mix of both?
Yeah, we saw a match of Tool's Vera on stream. I'm trying to remember who it was against.
Because I think Tool is probably mostly a Vera player at this point.
Yeah, yeah, it's been funny watching that shift. I feel like for a long time he was leaning more towards the Jita, but he's really been finding results on the Vera lately.
Yeah, I mean at FF he obviously, I think he played Vera the entire time. I don't think he played Jita at all. And then Slashback, I don't think he played Jita either. I don't remember for sure though.
Yeah, I think he might have played a game or two of Vera at the beginning of the top 8. I know that like when he was playing against Slash, for instance, he played Vera for that for sure because of the Fairy matchup.
I think he likes the Vera Fairy matchup. But I was talking to Rogue, and Rogue was saying that it's not actually that crazy for Vera. It's mostly just an even matchup. So I wonder if he just doesn't like Jita.
Yeah, I think it's also just having, like, the Scarlet Oath is really strong, just being able to...
definitely useful.
Yeah, it's, like, a lot stronger than Jita's 2 and 4, for instance, for, like, punishing greedy GG sets and such.
Yeah. And kaypow, the lab rat of a lot of players, actually is Skip's lab rat.
Yeah, Skip's lab rat. Goon's lab rat at this point has, contributed basically to the entire PNW.
Yeah, it's very helpful if you ask for any like advice on anything specific.
Yeah,
he oftentimes can set up a little scenario and lab it out for you.
Yeah, he's famously got his just like image copy pasta of the
the Saurus 5U RPS. Yeah. But yeah, both of these players have been playing this game for a while, right? They're definitely the like pre-explosion of the game in this area.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I want to say it was like kind of late summer into like early fall last year.
Yeah,
like,
I think it was mostly
off.
late summer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I want to say both of these players have like mostly been playing.
Oh yeah, they've been playing a while
throughout. Yeah. But it's been kind of fun seeing a lot of like the newcomers to the scene like slowly catch up to the old guard.
Yeah, I mean,
feel like
Tool's in losers, right?
Yeah. We're like knocked down by Veloc, formerly like primarily a Strive player who, really only started fully coming over to the game in like October or something of last year. Where, I feel like for a long time you used to see, like Goon, Dante, some of the newcomers like in top 8s, but partially just because like the scene wasn't fully filled out. And a lot of times the sense of like, we'll get as far as we get into top 8, but like as soon as we run into like Tool, we're done.
Yeah.
But more and more like the new guard of PNW can give these like older, more established players a run for their money.
I think this is a button check. I don't think Tool is actually going to play Lunalu in top 8 right here. So
yeah,
that'd be funny.
The Tool Lunalu button check is a classic.
That would be really funny. I would be a big fan of that. But Lunalu offline is actually nerfed, right?
Oh yeah,
you know what character you're getting.
It doesn't
before
give
you go into
a
it.
new character every game.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Tool is on player 1 side.
Yeah.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, Lancelot, is a character.
Yeah. It'll be
I think what we'll see is probably if Tool can get nice hits, there's a massive damage differential between Vera and Lancelot, right? Like, even if you subscribe to the lame version of Vera, where you want to use Rush a lot, which is
you don't go into install.
Technically better than install, I think, is what a lot of the consensus is.
Yeah,
right?
I know, like, Zom pushes for that pretty hard.
It's not as fun, though.
Yeah, though at the same time, I feel like
Tool's a 5U presser.
Yeah, Tool gets a surprising amount of 5Us.
Tool will do some really weird, like, cringe hit into pressing 5U, and you really have to watch out for it.
Yeah. I mean, earlier on stream, I want to say it was against Psychotic. Psychotic was kind of just, like, down backing in the corner, and Tool just kind of pressed 5U.
And it just works out.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, well, I don't know how anyone gets that to function, but, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing, like, that command grab is such high reward that after that, that entire set, Psychotic wasn't just down backing in the corner anymore. Like, had to, press more actively,
because now you're fighting the good version of Vera, and she didn't use any meter.
Yeah.
So now she can just run wild. So
yeah, I mean, like, when Vera gets that 5U, it's basically like your Fireball ceases to exist because she probably has 100 meter. She's in install. She can just, if you ever throw a Fireball, do 3,500 damage to you.
Jumps out of the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like sitting back there, right, waiting for the Lancelot to do, like, a wall cling jump or whatever. And right there again, right, but just committing to the farm a little too soon.
Definitely, yeah. I know it's one thing that, like, a lot of local Lances have been trying to do more of just using the wall cling to get out of the corner. So just looking for that makes sense.
And it looks like kaypow sort of backing up, trying to get into really good Gorilla Blade spacing.
Which is unafraid to match there, and will get rewarded for it. Spot dodges the
OD. You're dead.
Yeah. Gets an install, not that it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just part of the combo. It does more damage.
It does, true.
But definitely not necessary.
No. But it's top 8. Why not take a second to stop?
And the kaypow. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, he was cooking with it. It's what got him into top 8.
Oh, no, gets clipped low. Probably trying to jump, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, jumping against Lumi, not really a great option either. Will get into installs, yeah.
Safe jump. It's hard here.
Oh, great mashes from kaypow to buy a little bit of his space. Guard button check, double guard button check.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more difficult to spot dodge OD when it's an offensive OD. I don't know if this kills.
It shouldn't. Oh,
It
wow.
does.
All
okay.
right. Yeah, I suppose there wasn't like any auto combo going into that or anything, so no real
Yeah, I guess it
scaling
was
on
counter
it.
hit close H.
Yeah.
Super. So yeah, that does a lot more. Actually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's gonna just be 4,500 damage there.
And DP's
yeah,
the kaypow.
ready for it. And the
gets the
5U. Go straight from the kaypow into the Tool.
And now, you know, Tool has 100 meter off of this combo.
And, you know, a 5,500 damage combo into a Lumi set. Oh, finds a follow pit. No cooldowns to work off of anyways, though.
Could have rushed.
True, true.
Still waste time. Doesn't pass the guard button check this time.
Yeah. He's going to get jailed in the corner here. We'll see if he's able to find his way out. That'll certainly work.
Oh, my lord.
Tool's got the combos.
Yeah, I mean, if you know Vera combos and you're installed, that character does some insane stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that 2U, it's like already such a good button on its own, just in terms of its frame data, and then, you know, the fact that in install can just be mid-screen, like a 4,000 damage starter.
Round start, up forward, JL, just hard reading the 2-2.
Yeah.
Wake up DP, we do that here.
Oh, finds the counter hit, close heavy. Just goes into the 2M off of it. No second close heavy, but still.
Does get the install.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't know about that dodge.
Yeah, not working out.
Yeah, just rush to continue the pressure.
Oh, wow.
Man. Recognizes the spacing and is like, yeah, you can't actually throw a fireball here.
Yeah, great call out from Tool there.
And playing some footsies. Yeah, I was about to say, I think kaypow's fishing for a 6-6 here.
And able to close out the round behind the fireball.
What will we see this round start? And 2-2 again.
Yeah, another wake up DP. Kaypow just getting clipped by those repeatedly.
I think recognizing that knockdown was not actually good enough to do what he did.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Tool has been doing, between like that, challenging that fireball set with the far H, Tool's been doing a really good job of keeping kaypow honest.
I believe that was the plus spacing of Gorilla Blade, so it's definitely hard to challenge.
Yeah. Goes into OD. kaypow still plenty of life to work with. Oh, gets hit by the end of the Lumi setup there. Yeah.
I think the fireball extended a hurt box into it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, finds the walk thing out.
Only -1. Oh, yeah.
Oh, gets the reset
That's
too.
a safe drop.
Yeah. And now kaypow access to OD with super. Any hit here will be able to kill.
Yeah, that. Ooh. And Tool's OD is almost running out, but it's probably going to spend it right here. Oh, no? Doesn't get it in time.
Oh, just, yeah, spending the super to escape the corner.
Both players on even footing here meter-wise.
Yeah, probably neither will get any meter options towards the end of the round.
DP,
yeah, ready for the turbulence. Finds the low hits and able to
3 2Ls into a 2M.
Wow. All right, Tool, round off and moving on.
kaypow's tournament life right here. Will he do the kaypow round start? No, does the 2U instead.
Yeah, oh, awkward DP from Tool there.
I think Tool really doesn't want to hold the Oki after the fireball and is just like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like Lance's mid-screen reward is that high.
True. Oh,
that was probably a 2-3-6.
I don't know. I think it might have been intentional. Gets the combo here and a nice install.
Yeah.
Wait, tries to run up throw, but kaypow waking up with the 2-2M or 2-2H.
Yes, finds the sweep and yeah, can't find the 2U at the end there, but with no meter wouldn't convert into a kill. Oh wow, just going
DP'd after the 2U if it had picked up.
True. Yeah. Oh.
Baits the reaction. Tool was fishing for a reaction DP there and kaypow was like, yeah, I'll give you something to react to.
Yeah. Yeah, that Vera install 623M DP, has such good horizontal range. Can be a great button in neutral, but kaypow just ready for it.
I think was definitely trying to call out a Gorilla Blade, right? But was maybe looking at the wrong icon.
Yeah.
Because that's something that this region does is icon cheating,
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite.
To clarify, I'm not sure if we mentioned it yet. You can, look at the icons and basically the moment that the skill activates before any animation really starts up, you can just see that, and it gives you, probably an extra 5 to 10 frames when you're reacting to something.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just humans are really good at reacting to a single stimulus, right?
Yeah,
and this is that single stimulus where it's like, okay, this is the theoretical, the screen flashes green and you react, right?
Exactly, and if you're just looking at the one icon, that it's that one skill that I'm looking for,
and
you
you're
don't
only looking for that.
Yeah, you don't have to read any ambiguous oh, is that a far out or a fireball or.
And it does take a lot more of your mental stack to do that, so you are a little bit more open to getting run up thrown or getting reset on, right? But it's still really strong, especially against certain characters like Lancelot, right? It's still good against the Lance Rekka. If he chooses to do M Rekka and you're in range, you can DP it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, so it's also funny seeing.
To the Vegeta, it seems.
Yeah, seeing kind of the counterplay against it where, players are familiar with that this is a thing. So when they see you just sitting full screen.
They know that's what you're looking for.
They know what you're looking for.
Oh no, the Tool 5U.
So, they'll try and do things to bait that out, as kaypow did to take that game.
Oh my god, an anti-air.
Yeah, and gets the counter hit 2H.
Back shifts out.
Cheetah
Fireball's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going to work. Yeah.
It's over the OD.
But not a ton of damage because, Lancelot.
Yeah. Tool still has plenty of health to work with. And with another hit of OD, really just needs to find one single touch. Oh, but loses the OD there to the Rekka. Yeah.
Still, though, one touch will do it, right? A throw or, well, okay, not a fireball, but maybe now a fireball.
Yeah. We'll be coming off cooldown in just a second here. Yeah, just throws out the raw Rekka at neutral, just fishing for something.
And DPs, yeah, nice reaction to the 2-2 from Lancelot.
Absolutely.
Battle 2, engage.
Does the kaypow, but doesn't get punished for it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh. And we'll get the wall bounce too.
A ton of damage here.
Cheetah corner carry.
Oh, tries to do a throw and wake up, but kaypow's being like, oh, no, I'm not blocking.
Yeah, but Tool finds the whiff punish here, and with so much health to work with, it's going to be a rough one for kaypow to figure its way out of. Okay, gets the wall thing, buys a lot of space.
Oh, I like the jump over right there for Tool. All right, are we going to try to see a reaction DP here? Oh, what a dangerous spot dodge.
Yeah, wondering if he was trying to bait out a offensive OD there.
Yeah, maybe trying to anticipate it, right?
Yeah. Oh,
yep, that's a
not
punish.
Quite spaced.
Good stuff to Tool, taking it over kaypow.
Yeah, the spacing on that Lance 2U can be so finicky in terms of leaving it unpunishable. But that'll be Tool moving on. So is that both of the Canadian players in our top 8 getting knocked out now? Do Canada have any more representatives? I don't think so.
I think it's all Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle holding strong now.
Yeah,
all right.
So we got Veloc versus Goon. Yeah, Jawesome taking it over Skip. Tool taking over kaypow. Yeah, so it is only Seattle left.
Yeah, I mean, Tool, if you count him as Everett.
Sometimes we allow the suburbs to call themselves Seattle when it benefits us.
We'll see how deep of a run Tool makes.
The second Tool's up against a real Seattle player, he's no longer Seattle. But in this case, he is.
Yeah. When he's knocking out Canadian players, sure.
Yeah, obviously, we're obviously going to claim that.
Yeah. But it looks like we'll be bouncing back up to winners now. Jawsome's done with his strive for now. So this will be...
I think these two play a lot. And Veloc is a net play grinder. Every single morning, I see ads in the GRANBLUE channel before I even wake up from Veloc looking for games because he is a work-from-homer.
Yeah, Veloc is living the work-from-home dream. If you're Veloc's boss, you didn't hear this from us.
Yeah. You didn't hear this from us, right?
Yeah, he's hard at work every day. Writing lots of code.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I always see the NAPC pings from him, and I always see the GRANBLUE channel pings from him every morning, right? Looking to get like a 20, 30-minute gaming session in, right? Is definitely a grinder.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I feel like Veloc, you know, not as active in like the net play brackets, doesn't always come out to events
not a
as
bracket
much.
kind of person, right?
Yeah, but just grinding the game constantly, and it's been paying off for him.
Yeah, his NARM is extremely scary.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's been interesting watching the growth of it. I feel like for, you know, we have a few different NARMs in PNW, like each kind of with their own distinctive styles. Veloc, I feel like for a long time, was a lot wilder.
Definitely a lot wilder, but has done a lot of focus on getting his footsies down, right?
Definitely.
And really recognizing that NARM's buttons are very good
Yeah.
at footsies. It definitely has a lot of really good spacing traps built into his block strings, right? And, I mean, you know, the TK Crescent is, you know, obnoxious to deal with, right?
Yeah, he definitely has routed his game out really well. He still can do the like gimmicky neutral skippy NARM things. He'll, you know,
but definitely doesn't rely on it, I would say.
Yeah, nowhere near like he used to. And I feel like that makes it so much more terrifying. The fact that, you know, he is able to play like a very strong footsies game, and then also will sometimes just like throw, you know. Just,
sometimes
like,
you're really looking for like NARM far M stuff, and all of a sudden she's behind you and you're getting hit, and you're like, oh, right, that does exist.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot harder to like press guard button when like all of your attention's going into playing footsies.
Definitely a lot better at playing the mental stack. So.
All right, assuming that
it's
we're getting another button check here,
right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is the Mischief and Mayhem, the April 1st tournament, but I don't think Goon's enough of a silly guy for that.
I don't think Goon knows how to play enough characters to play Lynnwood.
True. Yeah, I mean, it's the type of thing where, like, he's got a roster of, like, 4-ish characters, but I feel like also, like...
It's mostly just Lil Wayne and Lancelot.
Yeah, and,
we'll
like,
see.
every time that, you know, like, he brings up the UL, like, he just gets flamed.
The UL is not it, and
No.
it deserves to be flamed, and UL players deserve to be flamed, so, you know.
Yeah, but Goon sticking to the lands makes sense.
I think if you pick UL, you know what you're getting into, you know?
Yeah, he tried it in bracket a couple weeks ago in, like, the like big hop-on bracket, and it did not go well. But I mean, his Lance has been doing a lot of good
his
work.
Lance is really good.
Yeah, definitely as a player, he's been working really hard on like lowering his overall risk profile, going for like less wild turbulences.
Yeah, he used to lean really heavily into Rekka RPS, which is definitely not good once your opponent knows how to sort of defend against it, right? Knows where to take the low risk sort of challenges, right? But getting into the first match here, and already he's got a nice little hit. Ooh, nice spot dodge.
Just a misfiner, yeah. Jumps back to avoid the crescent flip. Just keep NARM from getting him with plus frames.
Ooh, that almost looked like the plus spacing. I wouldn't have pressed there, but... Well, gets caught. But not too much damage here.
No, not really. Both players kind of just getting some straight hits as they try to feel each other out.
Oh, that was very silly.
Yeah, really strange hit to try and convert off of.
And is now in the good neutral, or no, not in the good neutral stance.
Oh, wow. Nice smash from Goon there. Gets out of the corner, slides in. Fireball keeps it safe, of course.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't see an offensive OD there. I feel like Veloc is low enough that it's not actually that bad.
Yeah. Lance definitely is a character who can just kind of, you know, safely just apply consistent pressure at you.
And given his own HP, like, I feel like there's a reasonable chance that if he had lost the OD, he would have already been dead anyway.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, nice throw from Veloc here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I will admit,
but
that is better than raw guest teching.
Absolutely, yeah. And I know that that's one thing that, like, ZomBmu's been telling some local players of, you know, if you're going to guest tech, just at least do something that, like, gives you reward.
Yeah. And Goon is definitely a guest teching player, for sure.
He is. It is something that he's been trying to work on, I know, and it's improved some. But
definitely still there as a habit, at least a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like with guest teching, it's not like, you know, it's not necessarily something that, like, players want to guest tech. A lot of times it's just
a fear response, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, how easy is a player to fluster into guest teching.
Ooh, nice to you.
And, yeah.
Throw bait.
Rurik's
Norm
really
2M is so good.
Yeah, Velic's also been making really nice use of Norm's crescent flip to low crush lance to you a lot in neutral. It's
cool. Tries to swap to the stance with DP, but doesn't quite do it in time.
Yeah, and
oh my lord!
That cross-up hitbox, wow.
They need to nerf this Lancelot character. They really need to nerf this character. My god.
Stealing that round with a bizarre hitbox.
Lance players constantly bitch about their character, and man.
I do wonder if that was something where, because that was a counter hit, did Narm press something that extended her hitbox forward?
It was from the command dash.
Yeah.
Oh, nice combo, actually.
Ooh.
Definitely, you know, reversal throw is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Nice mash. You know, it does seem like Lancelot has a decent answer to the crescent flip, right? Whereas a lot of characters don't really.
Yeah, definitely. It really just comes down to, you know, is Goon already committed to things that will lose to it?
Oh yeah, nice misfiner.
Goon forced to back shift a little bit.
Ooh. DP clashes with the 2-2X?
Yeah, Goon, no meter to convert off of this, still very low.
Oh, no, you're dead.
Hit. Goon was
stealing that round away.
Yeah, Goon was just on a pixel. Veloc was in OD. Really just needed to make Goon block any normal.
Literally anything.
Yeah.
But that is a really weird situation, right? Seeing that clash right there.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, I feel like that's one of the things that this character just trains you for. Like, Lance just puts you in so many weird little scrambles that I feel like it's one of those things, as a Lance player, you just get practice at dealing with that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's definitely true. You've probably seen that situation way more than your opponent has.
Yeah.
I would like to see Veloc call out the backshift a little bit more, right? It's definitely been something that Goon's been leaning into.
Yeah, yeah.
And especially as a slow backshift character, I don't think it's all that good. And this is a good offensive OD here, I think.
Yeah, and I want to say we've even seen Goon do it once versus the corner, which that is very punishable. Oh, okay.
Oh, gets low.
Yeah.
Yes, doesn't get hit by the overhead.
Yeah.
And now is on chip guts. I actually think his chip guts might be gone. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, gets into OD safely behind the fireball. Good call there. And Veloc, that OD, not going to time out right away, but...
It's definitely 10-ish seconds away from timing out, I would say.
Goon very...
And DP is the anti-air, yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a interesting call from Goon there. It felt like he was very content just to sit back at full screen, let Veloc's OD chip down.
Yeah, I definitely think you wait for the OD to time out first, right?
Yeah,
you have plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm not as sure about that decision to go in right there, but...
Especially not with a jump, which is extremely risky, especially against a DP character, right?
Yeah, yeah, and...
Without an air stall, without a particularly good air stall, I should say, it's definitely risky.
Yeah, and when Lance has so many other movement options to threaten...
Really good DP from Veloc there. Oh, doesn't get a hit confirm. I think that was actually buffered from the bar M counter hit that he got.
Yeah.
So unfortunate stuff there. Just mashing. Let's go.
Yeah, just calling out the whatever empty option Goon was going into.
Both players on basically the same life.
Yeah, I mean, Veloc's really favoring that offensive OD in this matchup.
But it does look like Goon's. He's dead.
Yeah. Great confirm into super.
And Goon taking over Veloc.
Yeah, moving on deeper into winners. Veloc will still have another chance in losers.
True, yeah.
Yeah. All right, looks like Veloc will be staying on the station.
All right, so we're going to see Tool versus Veloc.
Oh, wow, the run back.
So run back itself, yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Veloc a little bit earlier, and he said that normally it's very lopsided when the two of them play, so...
Yeah, that's certainly what I would expect. That definitely quite an upset. I'd be curious to see... I didn't see much of that match itself.
It's the raffle ticket?
Yeah, I'm a little curious to see how that match went down. Also... Oh, it looks like
never mind. I'm
might
sorry.
be moving
I
up.
don't know what the bracket looks like.
Okay, this is Tool and Dante.
It's Tool and Dante, and
all right.
Dante, aka Tool Jr. If you watch the GRANBLUE versus high level replay
Yeah.
YouTube scraper.
Yeah. Yeah, so this will be a fun one. Like, we got kaypow and Goon earlier as, like, you know, the Lance Master versus
Training
the Lance
partner.
pupil. Of,
Yeah. And this
now
is the
we get
same idea.
Vegeta. Yeah.
Tool is the only reason why Dante stopped being a Dragon Ball player and has started actually playing footsies, which is, you know.
Yeah. Tool's been giving Dante plenty of coaching on the Vegeta. And, you know, I mean, Dante Vegeta really has leveled up a lot lately.
Yeah, for sure. Dante is definitely a very scary Vegeta, right?
Yeah.
Hasn't actually been able to make it out to any majors or anything, right? So hasn't really been able to show off very much, but I believe he's going to Combo Breaker.
All right.
So that would be pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
it'll be great to see what you can do there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how PNW does in general at Combo Breaker, right? Obviously did pretty well at Slashback. Did pretty well at FF as well. Had, you know, if you don't count Tool and Jeff, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the newer players still made top 24.
Yeah, and like it's interesting though with PNW's showing at Slashback, where if you look at this top 8, most of them weren't even at the event. I want to say it was like Tool was there. Was that it?
Tool was there. Rurik was there. Rurik made top 8.
Oh no, I mean in terms of today's top 8, like Rurik's not in top 8.
Oh right.
Like,
today's top 8. Sorry.
Yeah, like 7 of these top 8 players here weren't even at the event.
That's true. It was Tool. And did Jeff go? Did ZomBmu?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean ZomBmu would have been in top 8, I assume, if he was there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're right actually.
Yeah. So I mean, for like as strong of a showing as PNW had, like a lot of ways, like not even sending a lot of our strongest players.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be great to see how it goes for the region at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, I agree with that. And this region is definitely like a real information sharing, and it's definitely a region where a lot of people will help each other, right, get better. And that's definitely helped like Skyshot it. And obviously having players like Tool, players like ZomBmu really help with that, right?
Yeah. I think it's a mix of, you know,
you can get high quality practice really easily.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, Tool and Zom, like, really happy to, you know, share what they know, teach people, helping up the community, but also I feel like there's kind of increasingly been a degree of, like, regional pride of, you know, PNW wanting to help everyone level each other up to
7 WAS beginner tournament wins in a row.
Yeah.
If you count the people that got banned before they could have their run.
True, yeah. But yeah, I mean, PNW really just kind of claiming that tournament as its own.
Yeah. we got there was a really good meme by Tavi where it was PNW creating a new player to beat Soul Robber in the WAS beginner bracket every week.
Yeah, where it's like
it's so good.
Yeah. Set like winning that thing as his goal, and then as soon as he does, like PNW just takes over the tournament.
PNW just like, all right, winner.
But yeah, it looks like Dante is picking the signature McDonald's Vegeta. And okay, Tool making his way over to the Vera.
Yeah, I suspect Tool probably doesn't want to play the mirror, but I guess I'm incorrect. So
yeah,
we'll see. I think if Dante wins, we might see a swap to Vera.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Tool's been pretty happy to flex between these two characters.
He doesn't want that. He doesn't want that stage. The beach stage, nah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, I know some players like using the tiles on Coliseum to like space things out.
Shuabu revealing to everyone, oh yeah, I count the tiles on Coliseum. I'm like, no shot, you count the tiles on Coliseum, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess like Vegeta does have some weird conversions with her corner combos based on spacing, but I feel like at the same time, like the character has so much corner carry. Like, does spacing really matter?
Do you really need to think about it that hard?
Yeah.
Probably not. All right, starting the game off with a fireball war.
Yeah. I expect we'll probably see, 20 seconds of this as Vegeta mirrors tend to go.
Either player wanting to commit to anything, really. Doesn't want to get whiff punished.
All right, finally our first jump in.
This is peak GRANBLUE right here, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, some Vegeta Fire I'm going.
And I think the names are swapped. I believe
oh, yeah,
is
looks
actually
like
on the
it
player one side.
Is, yeah, Dante generally using that brown and red Vegeta. Hopefully we can get those names swapped back in a second here.
You may not like it, but this is what peak GRANBLUE looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, and gets the first real hit here from Tool.
All right, and
Jump.
it's funny seeing the round start like basically 20 seconds in, where we've got our first corner combo, but like both characters already have 100 meters.
It's 40 seconds, and we've had one combo in the game, right?
Yeah,
And now we've got the second one. This one not gonna kill, but a throw will do it here.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, maybe it will.
Super.
All right,
Yeah.
don't know what I'm talking about. This will definitely kill.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where like a lot of times Jitas will, save a cooldown or two
Yeah,
for the next
true.
combo, so the damage gets a little bit limited. But like when the character does cash everything out, the
Damage is quite high, yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely not a low damage character.
No.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it gets
yeah.
caught by the charge EX Fireball.
Guaranteed dodge.
I really like that from Tool, right? Like taking the time to sort of mix up the fireball timing, right? Because each of Jita's fireballs have like a slightly different timing if you want to dodge them. And it's surprisingly difficult to do it on reaction.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things where like we joke about like, haha, they're just throwing fireballs back for 20 seconds, but a lot of, what you want to be doing in that fireball war situation is like seeing what your opponent's reactions to them are, and, like, are you just spot dodging preemptively?
Yeah.
Can I delay one?
You're dead.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't drop. Because this is technical input, as you can see from the goods popping up. And yeah.
All right. Dante taking around back.
Ooh, nice jump in from Dante. That's so much damage. Doesn't back throw.
Yeah, but we'll find another hit, and gonna get Dante close to the corner.
Oh, and this is a confirm here.
Yeah.
Really good from Tool.
Oh,
the
great shimmy.
And you're dead.
Yeah, and that's one of the things where, I feel like a lot of players have started leaning on like the universal overhead as like their
their guest tech option, really.
Yeah, but I feel like when you see someone like Tool shimmying like that, it's just so much stronger because like it commits you to less. You don't just like end your turn if they block it like an overhead does. It also just can, for instance, like if they whiff a button instead, like that can also get you to collect you with punish. And yeah.
Looking at the stats here,
Yeah,
we had 50% attack blocked from Dante.
Yeah, Tool winning the skillful move war, which really, clearly won him the now.
Oh, man.
And just like that, Tool just getting so much ground off of a single fireball hit.
Yeah, I mean, really doing a good job of calling out Dante's, like, dodge timings, right? Like,
yeah, that really has been the story of these fireball wars, I feel like.
Wake up DP. You love to see it. No safe jabs here. All right, we're mashing. Oh, tries to challenge between the Rekkas.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, that challenge does work out, yeah.
Not going to be quite in the corner yet. Oh, catches the gas tech. Yeah, I mean, that shimmy told Tool all he needs to know.
Definitely. And I mean, once you see that, it becomes stronger to just go for the overhead.
Yeah.
It...
Not quite enough to kill.
Yeah, but it's not going to be forced to get into OD here.
Doesn't get a real combo here.
Oh, wow.
It's not enough.
No.
It's not invuln enough.
Yeah, the timing of that thing is tricky, especially with how active Jita Fireball is.
I actually don't think you can Jita Super through it. I don't believe it's possible.
Yeah, because I've seen Jita Super like lose to like quite a few things.
Yeah, it definitely loses to a lot of things like Far Age Trap Set from CAG, right? Things that you would think that it would beat, but it just really does not.
Yeah, I remember seeing that clip even of it famously like losing to Percy just like holding the sword on his charge super. It just does not have much invuln.
Playing the walk blocking game here. Oh, but Tool just running in saying, all right. And the guest tag. One more hit'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with 100 meters to work with. It's really been funny seeing both players just...
And that'll work.
That one will, yeah.
Yeah, it's really the charged ones that you can't do it on, right? And Tool is showing right there, like, yeah, see, you can do it, you just can't do it off of the charged fireball.
Yeah, it doesn't quite kill, but finds the reset off of the 2M. And great showing by Tool. We'll move on deeper into our losers bracket.
Still a Seattle player.
Yeah, yeah. Will remain one until he's knocked out. And Dante still has some growing to learn to do before surpassing
Surpassing their own training partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw, like I think a lot of that game was defined by, Dante guest teching, right? That was a huge chunk of Tool's damage, right? Was doing pretty well in neutral, right? Had some bad dodges in the fireballs, but
yeah, it felt like the combination of that and the guest teching of like getting hit by those fireballs just gave Tool so much screen space of getting Dante into the corner, and then from there just able to collect those like shimmy with punishes on the throw, the overhead, and yeah, I mean if you give Jita like a counter hit overhead in the corner, you're gonna
explode.
Yeah,
you're gonna die. And I mean that's kind of true of a lot of characters in this game. I feel like.
Yeah, it's generally just like one of the biggest combo starters in the game, but again, just Jita corner combos. The fact that it does a ton of damage, and also just like her specials last so long that
by the cycling on her combos is done for you.
Yeah,
oftentimes.
Like when she corner combos you, she might as well not have cooldowns.
That's definitely true. Especially if the Jita player, sometimes the Jita player does have to make the decision to save a cooldown, right? For cycling reasons, right? You'll see like an MDP at the end instead of an EXDP. But, oftentimes her combos sort of cycle for you.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, like when you have meter for rush, especially to get that
especially
extension
if you have
that
rush
way.
to kill a lot of time, right? Like that's a tool that a lot of characters can use to buy time for cooldowns, right? By far my favorite addition to the game, outside of its defensive uses that some people choose to do. I think that's really bad, but I think aside from that, rush is a really cool mechanic.
Yeah, it really allows for a lot of flexibility of you'll see some characters like Catalina, for instance, like lean out really hard to the corner carry. Other characters, Kag, especially really liking the
Far
cooldown
M is
cycling.
Basically not a button until you have meter, right? You basically can't combo it.
Yeah, the fact that it gives you reward off of things that wouldn't ordinarily, and which really changes the way you want to play neutral depending on whether you have 50 meter or not.
Yeah, that's a lot of really interesting player decision as well.
Definitely, yeah.
And are we going to go right into it, or is there a button check?
I'm not sure.
But is this going to be Matera versus Narm?
Yeah, so this will be Veloc versus Jawesome here. I think this is our second round. We're into the second round of losers here.
Yep. And PS4 loading times.
Yeah, you've got to love it. Okay,
it does look like a button check.
Yeah. Okay, both Jocelyn's G button definitely working. Cool. All right, looks like we'll be going into back to character select and should be getting started in a moment here.
Loading times permitting, you know. That'll be my favorite part of Rising is I hope the loading times are better.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, on that base PS4, those things can be painful.
I have a really old base PS4, so playing this game on that thing, it takes 100 years to load up any mat.
Yeah, it's not always the worst at locals. You just have a minute to take a drink of your cider, chill, say hi to your friends. Eat the
pizza,
Yeah, but a bit more of a mood killer in top 8 of a bracket.
I mean, I'm a personal fan of icing people, so for me, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm here's a guaranteed 2 minutes of icing. I don't even have to hold it on my own. The game's doing it for me on top of the 2 minutes I'm already gonna do. So, but yeah, it looks like we're getting into it now.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice anti-air.
Nice 2M2. Not.
Doesn't get the full hit confirm right. He's just choosing to go for the safe buffer cancel instead of.
All right, finally gets the butterfly out, but just gonna sail past.
Oh, nice hop, but doesn't get the full combo.
Yeah, Jawesome not really getting his full conversions, but just kind of found hit after hit, and I mean Veloc getting pushed into the corner at 30%.
Oh, wow,
nice!
I can't believe that combo.
Yeah,
I think you're alive. Yeah.
Yeah. And
no whip punish on it.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
All right.
It's hard to jump in on Matera.
Absolutely, yeah. And I feel like that's one thing that, like, Jawesome, for a while, when he was first learning this character, his anti-airs were a little shakier. They've gotten so strong.
Like,
and
it's hard to anti-air as Matera, but also she's really good at it when you get good at it.
She's really good at it. She gets, like, big conversions off of it, too.
Oh,
And
the overhead's colliding.
yeah.
Now, take
Yeah,
throw.
going into the throw.
Oh, no. Guard button check and a full combo.
Yeah, and just like that, these Narm corner combos, Jawesome just losing 50% right there.
Yeah, half your life for not passing the guard button check. You really don't like to see that.
Yeah, Veloc going for the immediate overhead, just possibly checking for guest checking. I feel like, oh no,
you are dead.
Yeah, with those butterflies set up.
And shout outs to Matera Far M for being like the most goated anti-air button I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like,
that
Far
thing,
M and 2M are deceptively good at anti-airing.
Yeah, Far M just covers such a huge arc and it has good range too.
Yeah, jump in. Oh yeah, but that getting hit by that's not the worst, especially on counter hit.
Yeah.
All right,
Rushing
get
with
rush pressure.
Yeah.
And DP's through the TK arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is... I thought that was punishable, but it might not be.
Yeah, it's funny seeing that defensive TK arrow from Jawesome. It's one thing that he's talked about of ZomBmu telling him of, you know, if you're going to guest tech, like, at least TK arrow.
Do something. That way, like if you hit them, they are going to explode.
Yeah, like, it's risky, but at least it has rewards. Like, guest teching, just what's it going to do for you? But what an anti-air.
Yeah, it's a lot like CAG doing, like, TK EX teleport, right? Where it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, if you're going to do it anyway.
Oh, the butterfly.
Oh, and it doesn't quite make the OD.
Yeah.
The shimmies from Jawesome. Oh!
The rush conversion. Not going to kill, but gets the butterflies up.
Oh, now you're dead.
Jump in, yeah.
Jawesome running away with it. It looks difficult for Veloc on defense here, right?
Yeah, Veloc's really been giving him a hard time. It's also, I feel like Veloc in all of his sets has been favoring OD very aggressively, which I'm curious to see, like, is Jawesome gonna, you know, look for that? I think in one of his earlier sets, he did pick up a, did bait out an OD to close out the set.
Yeah, reaction dodged it.
Yeah.
Oh, now stuck in the corner himself.
Oh, jumps the throw attempt. Yeah.
Says, I'm out of here.
Again, Jawesome just going for these, you know, like high reward call ups to throw rather than just guest teching. Like at least jumping out.
Just it doesn't get the confirm though.
It was a bit of an awkward angle to hit, but
butterflies. And not quite confirming these hits, although they are a little awkward. Throw.
All right, the run up throw.
Offensive OD. Oh no, just goes for the strike.
Yeah.
Blowing us a kiss, part 2.
Yeah, haven't
we
gotten
need a kiss
many
counter
of those,
on the stream, please.
Haven't gotten many of those yet today, but Jawesome, perhaps, you know, the biggest Rosetta fan in the PNW, doing his best to get us one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, deciding, yeah, I kind of want to see the kiss animation, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a game to give, so.
Oh, I really like that roll through.
Yeah. And another roll through.
Jawesome reverting to his ways, rolling.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've put, okay, back shifts, yeah. Very smart.
Matera has a good back shift. So.
Yeah. And now Narm's just going to have to find her way in against these butterflies with full screen zoning here. Jawesome kind of just, oh, wow.
Actually, Veloc doesn't really have to do anything here.
True.
I mean, the onus is definitely on Jawesome.
Yeah, I mean, there are, oh wow. The counter hit flip, Jawesome, Veloc taking a game back.
Yeah, and this is sort of the duality of playing a zoner, especially a zoner like Matera, right? Where it's like, it's kind of difficult when you don't have the life lead, right?
Yeah.
If your opponent just plays patiently and just doesn't commit to anything, the onus is really on you.
True, and I mean, Jawesome, you know, did have like 45 seconds left. It wasn't like urgent, but he would have to find something at some point.
All right, just playing some footsies right now.
Yeah, clip slow, but nothing off of it.
Oh, gets hit by
Ooh.
2M.
Yeah.
Nice throw from Jawesome.
Not a back throw, but we'll still take it. But, oh, good sweep from Veloc there.
Wake up spot dodge.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Jawesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Doesn't quite get the anti-air.
Oh, immediate tech there, but oh, great rush conversion. Yeah, sets up the butterflies.
He
but
doesn't
yeah.
bait it, though.
Yeah, and it's funny. I feel like Veloc has been ODing at about just like 30%, like every single game that he's had the meter.
I mean, this is not the worst position to, I mean,
but just that
it is still
loses
easy to lose it, right?
Yeah.
Especially against a character like Matera, where there's just a lot of random strays you can catch.
Absolutely, yeah.
And this is really rough for Veloc here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Tournament life for Veloc here this round.
Yeah.
Ooh, blocks the
it.
DP. Probably not going to get a butterfly, though,
Yeah,
so not the biggest punish.
Just expired. Definitely one of those things where like Matera's reward off of hits varies greatly depending on those butterflies.
I mean, if the butterflies were set just a little bit later, right, we're looking at a completely different story. Oh, confirms it.
Yeah. And
Defensive OD from Jawesome this time.
yeah, that's interesting. Like, I feel like that can be pretty risky as Matera. Sealing off both like rush and back shift really limits your defensive toolkit. Oh, finds the hit off of the jump in. Just gonna need one more
I
hit.
think
now
that was
he's an
supposed to be
OD.
DP.
Yeah, and Jawesome taking the set.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like Veloc had been making such good adaptations that set, and losing it just in that last moment there, really rough.
You see Jawesome taking a breath there, you know.
Yeah, that was
both of them, you know.
Yeah, that was a tense final game.
I have a feeling, though, that was supposed to be a technical input DP, and instead getting the slash, right, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it looks like we got a Matcherino show here.
Yeah, just want to give a quick shout out to that. We've got, you know, emotes in the chat that you can input. It's exclamation M and the game code. You'll see exclamation M GBVS here for GRANBLUE, or, you know, for any of our other games. That'll chip in 25 cents to our pot.
Yeah, be sure to claim those codes.
Yeah, we've been getting some great games and want to just keep boosting up that pot.
It's always fun to get like a really nice like Matcherino bonus like on it, right?
For sure, for sure. I mean, you know, just gives you a reason to like order an extra drink at like post tournament dinner.
They've all, you know, and there's also been some fun ones, right? Like the WAS beginner after Rising got announced, like was like a $700 Matcherino or something like that.
$300-something in that. It's funny. Like I feel like the WASD beginner brackets like consistently get bigger.
They have like way bigger like prize pools than the opens do.
Yeah, I know Toaster was like decrying the fact that like they graduated and like can't keep farming those.
It's like actually you should just get second place to farm the pot repeatedly.
Yeah.
Oh, and looks like this is a run back from DOA 3.
Yeah, it is. They played in grand finals then, I believe.
Yeah, they did. And I think this time, though, with ZomBmu not playing Fairy, it'll be a little different, right?
Yeah. Played Fairy for the first half of that.
And then
once Goon got the reset.
To Belial.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be seeing the Fairy for this.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Although Jeff's Fairy since then actually does mix now. It's not completely sauceless. I've seen it with my own eyes. As horrifying as it is, it does not just do 5 U-chip on, you know, on knockdown.
Does he do real mix? Because I feel like for a while
he does real mix. It's very unfortunate.
Because I feel like for a while he would do the mix setups but only go low because it's EP safe.
No, he does the real mix-up options and he does the backshift safe ones now too.
Okay.
And it's very unfortunate.
It is funny like hearing how people's opinions on the Jeff Fairy have grown. Of, you know, at first like God, this thing is awful, to then like, well,
It's
you
like
know,
it's awful,
sauceless
but
and
he's
it's
so good at the
boring.
game that it's like, oh well, you know, what are you gonna do? It's still gonna win.
Yeah, and like now it's funny hearing like Mars or local fairy especially starting to think like, well, you know, honestly, like I think it might actually be better a lot of times just to like, because as fairy, you know, you do give up combo damage to set up your Oki. So just getting that extra combo damage and then chip.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, and Fairy's chip is actually really strong. Like the 5U chip
Yeah.
is quite a bit. Like joking about the sauceless Fairy, but it was still beating people and still winning. And I mean, it adds another like 100 damage in chip or something like this. Is like a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. But looks like we won't be getting, well,
button
this is a
check,
button check,
yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it does seem like Zom has been playing the CAG mostly today, though.
Yeah,
And
we'll have to see. I think CAG Lance is even, but CAG has to hold a lot of the like more knowledge checky type things that Lancelot does.
Yeah,
So he may opt to just play Belial, right? Which is just better.
true, yeah, and like in that DOA set against Goon, you know, it felt like once Jeff
opting for the
switched,
Belial,
yeah, it makes sense. I feel like, from what I remember, Goon was like really struggling to find his footing against the character
I think
at
that
all.
there are a couple matchups where you probably won't see Jeff pick CAG anymore, just because they're more difficult, right?
Yeah,
And Lancelot, I feel like, is definitely one of them.
yeah, I mean, like, you know, it seems like 2U is like a pretty like free way to clear out ground traps, for instance.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, 22X activates air traps, so you don't even get air traps either.
Yeah.
So it's not unwinnable. It's like even, but it's like why play an even matchup when you know how to play Belial and can instead play Belial, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, like, it's, you know, we joke about like the sauceless Jeff Fairy, but like Belial actually, you know, I think he for a while was like playing the character as a possible new main.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely swapping between Percy and Belial as like new characters to actually play, right? But still does play the CAG,
Yeah,
and definitely knows how to play Belial.
absolutely, yeah. You know, I mean, like, full credit to Roach, but like, I feel like Jeff is like absolutely the best.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard to, you know, the game has a lot of base skills that you can transfer between characters, right? And
Yeah.
I would say it's inarguable that ZomBmu is one of the best players of this game in North America. So
Yeah, for sure. He's just, you know, all around like a very good GRANBLUE player in general.
hold to you, but that one was actually space, man.
Yeah.
Just the counter hit confirmed.
And with the run up throw, taking a first round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much labbing Goon has done against Belial. I don't know that he maybe necessarily expected to play against one.
Yeah, because he was in a different bracket than Rurik. I'm not sure. I feel like Goon is not, you know, the biggest of lab monsters.
No, not really.
I think he will lab some, but
I think a lot of it is like talking to kaypow, doing bot reviews with kaypow, right? So
yeah.
that kind of stuff. We'll get hit by the
Oh,
Goon counter
yeah.
hit. I think you're dead.
Yeah, FBA to cash out.
That's a very quick game one to ZomBmu.
Yeah, first round a bit more back and forth. That second one felt like Goon just couldn't get anything going at all.
I mean, and it just goes to show you how good ZomBmu really is at playing neutral in this game, right? Like, and while Belial does have really good neutral tools, you know, the mix of the player and the character.
Yeah. I mean, you see him, you know, gravitating toward these characters who, you know, give you those strong neutral tools, whether it's like the CAG, the Belial, the Percy.
Yeah.
You know, we're not debating if like Jeff's going to bring out like the Loane, for instance.
Although Jeff's Loane cooks, and by that I mean it's bad.
Okay. Yeah, I was not ready to believe you on that one.
I have seen the Loane with my own eyes. Nice, gets a nice little throw here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jeff definitely, or ZomBmu definitely fuzzy matches a lot on the Lance JU stuff, and Goon getting cooked for misspacing 2U.
Yeah, it's, oh
Yeah.
wow, just
This is
reaction
the-
supers, yeah.
This is the no-fly
looking.
zone. You cannot special cancel against ZomBmu if he has 100 meter. It's just, you can't do it unless the special is like gapless or fast enough that it's not feasibly reactable. If you do anything that's even remotely reactable, you are getting supered.
Yeah.
And it's not even close. It's a fun little no-fly zone.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that feels just like overwhelming of just like suddenly so much of your character's kit just ceases to exist.
Once,
like, how
once the 100 meters there, it's like, okay, well, what do I do, right?
Yeah, and
that was a very quick game 2.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
But there is a game 3. Maybe Goon can adapt.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see.
I don't think swapping to Loane is good at all.
No.
I think that is asking.
Yeah.
You hear everyone asking for other characters. I think even ZomBmu is saying, you don't want to do this. Bro.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this.
No.
He's actively helping. He's like, dog, you really do not want to pick any of your other characters.
Yeah.
Here.
You can see him like talking Goon up.
He's like, here's what's going to happen if you pick Loane.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because like I feel like Goon talks about the Loane being like, a thing that he'll play against people who like he thinks he doesn't know the character. Like, are you really expecting that?
No, sorry.
What?
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, this
all
is
right,
bad.
we'll see. I mean, look, it's April
I mean, I
1st,
guess it
it's
doesn't.
April Fool's.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to bring out the funny man. I don't know.
Fair. We're gaslighting so hard, the crowd says. I did this. You know, maybe just having a little fun with it, right? After seeing those last 2 games, like, all right, it's, I understand. I mean, I've done the same thing.
It's also the thing, like, when you lose a game where, like, the first round you lose to getting, like, reaction look super, the
and then
second
you get perfected the next, you're just like, all right.
What do you have to lose?
The mental is in the dumpster anyway.
Yeah,
you may as well just have some fun.
I mean, you might as well try something.
No, I get this. I've done this before in other games for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swatting the Catalina bot away.
Yeah.
Ah, but see, this time he can't get punished for his 2 U's.
Yeah. Yeah, Lorraine, the only character. Oh.
And you hear the crowd booing for the Belial hits?
Yeah.
Oh, the whip punish.
Yeah.
You're not dead, I think.
Not after that
Yeah,
combo.
especially not with cinematic.
Yeah,
or not
with the
without
throw you
cinematic,
are.
yeah.
But okay, I mean, that was 30 seconds. Like, that's like 50% longer than the last round.
Yeah, you know, you could say it's better.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, fine.
All right. No, can't do that. Oh,
Okay.
doesn't dodge.
Yeah.
ZomBmu just slowly walking forward.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, gets a nice hit.
Yeah, and gets the wall bounce too.
Hit him with the hard to blockable from the crowd.
Yeah. Don't
And
think Zom's
back
gonna
throw
be getting hit by
incident.
the, yeah.
Oh,
no. Finds that counter hit.
Doesn't get a full combo though.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Gets the side switch.
I will say I don't think Iggy is going to be very good here.
No. It's,
And you are dead.
Yeah.
Much to the
Alright.
crowd's dismay.
Yeah. I mean, to Goon's defense, that was the best round that he had.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, the Lorraine kind of cooked for a minute.
You know, yeah. It definitely wasn't as bad.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know, you nearly took a round. You gave the crowd what they wanted. Like,
That's true. That's
yeah.
true. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, given how the last 2 games went, right, you start thinking to yourself, does it matter, right? Like, I'm probably going to get cooked anyway. Let's have a little bit of fun with it. Keep the mental going, right? You still have more bracket because that was winner's side, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, definitely not a terrible idea.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I know Goon has also said, because, you know, he does run the event, for instance, has mentioned that, you know, bonus round, not always, like, the best bracket in terms of, like, his own performance.
Yeah.
You know, he's normally, like, up all night the night before, working on setting up, usually coming into this, like, pretty exhausted.
Although, you know, is guaranteed 3rd here, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
So,
like,
not too
great
bad.
showing for him, given the context. But, yeah, I mean, it's also the type of thing where, like, at a different bracket, we might not have seen the Lorraine there, but...
At least I didn't have to see his UL, you know? That's really all I can say about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the type of thing where, like, people want to see the Lorraine, they do not want to see the UL.
If he had hovered the UL, you would have heard boos. from
Yeah,
the crowd.
yeah.
Guaranteed. Nobody in PNW is a fan of the Goon UL. Nobody,
People
not a
do
single
not like
person.
that thing.
That's why I want him to pick it in losers. If he makes it back to grands, I want him to pick it because I think it'd be really funny.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like in the same spot that that the Lorraine basically like of like, well,
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I think it'd be funny.
it would. I mean, again, you know, it's April Fools. You could give the people their shenanigans.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Tool versus Josemir.
yeah. So this is pretty deep into losers at this point. I want to say that this is losers semis.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So the winner of this will be moving on to fight Goon.
Yep. And you know, fight for fourth versus. I mean, this is a top 4 match, right? So.
Yeah.
But pretty good showing.
Yeah,
you know.
really breakout showing for Jawsome in particular.
Yeah, definitely really good for Jawsome.
I'm trying to remember, like, I'm not sure if he's top 8 at a bonus round before.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Tool, you know, seasoned player, has fought the net play Materas in the WASD Open before.
Absolutely.
He's definitely aware of what this character does.
Yeah, he's taking off the training weights.
Yeah,
no longer has to deal with
no longer do I have to deal with East Coast Matera players. I can 2H the hop.
Yeah.
We'll actually see if he's able to do that, but...
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some. Oh, someone didn't even set their buttons.
Yeah. You know, good thing they did a button check, right?
Wait, is Jawsome leaving a taunt on? Did I see that right?
I mean, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta do it to him.
Yeah, you just gotta get a little talks.
It's all about the mental game in fighting games, you know?
Definitely.
And when Matera's sitting full screen taunting you, you know, you're gonna run in.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, could have an unfortunate incident, you know, like misinput your super that you OS and get like taunt instead of super, but
it's funny. It
yeah,
makes for a hype moment.
Yeah, you drop your combo, taunt, maybe get a funny reset.
Or die for it. I mean, either way is fun for the crowd.
I think the dying for it's more likely, but it would be really sick if it worked.
No way. Are we going to see the Tool use this? I'm a huge fan of the Tool use this.
Yeah, yeah. He's been putting in a lot of games
I
with it
love
lately.
the Tool use this. Please, please lock it in. Lock it in.
You won this, by the way.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I won something in a raffle.
Oh, okay. Nah, we're just getting the Jita. Makes sense. I mean, she's got like such a great 2H.
I missed it. I was too busy looking at my raffle prize. Did we not get the Tool use
No,
this?
we're getting the Jita.
Bro, so lame. I definitely want Jawsome to win now.
Yeah.
Unbiased, though.
I don't know. I feel like the way Matera can just put you in like endless block strings, like having to hold that as used just does not sound fun.
He's got a 5 frame. It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of times, like, you know, is a 5 frame like even that relevant against her a lot of the time?
I think so. I think not having a DP is like fake, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
it's definitely good to have a DP.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as much of a disadvantage as a lot of people like to think that it is.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the matchup. I feel like against Matera, it's not always the biggest deal because like so much of what she does with hop is just like a naturally a safe jump.
Or a safe jump, right? And there's not too much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
wow, Jay's super jump, yeah.
A lot of damage here. Half your life lost for a jump out.
Yeah, and now Jawsome going to have to hold some stagger pressure here. Okay, nice smash on the attempted reset there. Gets some space and somehow scrambles out.
Playing very patiently here from Jawsome.
Yeah.
Trying to bait Tool into moving.
Yeah, all right, get some butterflies up, but
oh my lord.
Pick up.
You're dead.
Yeah. And the crowd
popping off for Jawsome.
I think we could tell who's the crowd favorite here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if Tool had locked in the Eustace, maybe people would have rooted for him.
Yeah, but I feel
no
like
one wants to see the Jito win.
It's like not only like is Jawsome the underdog in the matchup, it's also, you know, kind of his breakout performance. It makes sense that the crowd's behind him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's gonna have a butterfly to work with. Oh, it
times out right as the arrow hits.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. Yeah, I was expecting the back shift there.
Oh, nice kick to far out. Yeah.
Yeah, rolls through.
Duel with that signature 5U.
Yeah,
okay.
Throw. Oh, doesn't dodge the OD that time. Was trying to shimmy, I think, and so wasn't really ready for it.
But Tool very low here. Gets hit by...
Oh, no longer an OD.
No longer an OD. Jawesome taking a game.
Taking game 1.
Yeah. That second round looking really strong. Just never really letting Tool in.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm curious,
and, Tool either
yeah.
icing or thinking about changing, you know. I'm a fan of either one of those.
Yeah. I can certainly see why he picked Jita over Vera.
I mean, Jita's probably better, right?
Yeah, I mean, just like the ease of like always having her 2H to go to anti-air versus like Vera having to like swap between a few different buttons makes things a little bit easier for...
Well, Jita 2H is also not that good. Jita is in a similar position to Vera where the 2H is not that great. Like, it's fine.
True, yeah.
Jita wants to close H anti-air or far H anti-air. The Jita far H anti-air is better than the Vera far H anti-air. But both are kind of similar in that they don't really want to use 2H.
Oh, wow, we're getting the Eustace
and we are going to get the Tool Eustace. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
I got cooked by the Tool Eustace the other day, and ever since then, I've been a fan of it.
Oh, in casuals or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for the swap here. That second round looked rough.
I think if you don't really know how to deal with a lot of Eustace's tools, he's very difficult to deal with. He's got a lot of plus frames, right? And can just say no to your zoning, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like, in the region, there's really only Clover who plays the character that actively, and Clover, you know...
Not a net play grinder.
Yeah, like, multi-game specialist kind of just shows up to brackets and kills, but it's hard to get a lot of reps against the character locally.
Yeah. And this is going to hurt.
Yeah,
this is a
with that grenade conversion.
Combo. Plus frames.
Yeah.
Yellow grenade, red grenade.
Another grenade set.
And you're dead.
Again. Yeah, perfect. Wow.
This character is plus frames the character. I love him.
Yeah. Just...
This character is sick.
Gets, like, thousands of damages off of, like, even non-counter hit overheads with that grenade stick in the corner.
And he's got such really good anti-zoning tools, right? Like, he's got a laser beam, which basically just goes through every projectile and just like, all right, deal with it.
Yeah, it's funny, like, despite the projectiles on his end, he's really, Oh, nice.
I don't think that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
All right. Slowly, just sitting there.
Yeah. Trying to overhead, but yeah, not counter hit, nothing off of it.
Just a knockdown?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't spot dodge.
Yeah. Oh.
The laser beam.
Oh, catches Jawesome low, and now suddenly a single hit away from knocking out the OD, or even really just potentially a kill depending on the hit.
The other good thing I think about Eustace in this matchup, right, is that he's got really good ways to stall in the air.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The JU, the
JHH.
The grenade stick, and
Tool taking game 2. The crowd not as enthused, but...
Yeah, that first round...
Go Jita. No, I don't know about that one.
Oh, yeah, Jawesome does have him a Jita to pull out technically, but he hasn't played the character in months.
I think we would sooner see Jawesome play Grand.
Yeah, but it does feel like Jawesome is settling into the matchup a little bit more now. Oh, no.
Oh, gets hit overhead again.
Yeah.
Tool being cheeky.
Now the grenade set too.
Plus frames, full screen low.
Okay, good call out there.
Yeah, back shift.
Yeah.
Eustace has one of the good back shifts, right?
Oh, nice anti-air from Jawesome, but can't really convert it into much.
I really like this activity from Tool, but Jawesome doing a really good job of just being patient, right? And it's working out here.
Yeah, and Tool gonna have to worry about getting chipped out here. It's on a pixel. And yeah, there you go.
And there wasn't actually anything he could do about that, is the upsetting part.
Yeah, not with any meter, not with no meter to work with.
Couldn't do anything. Oh, it doesn't quite get the pickup.
Yeah.
That would have been sick. Pick up there, though.
Yeah. It's the grenade stick. Yeah.
Nice throw. Oh,
And
gets the
just
confirm.
like this, Jawesome really a single can hit. Oh, wow. The back shift into the back throw.
I can't believe the back shift dodged the balls there.
Yeah, no butterfly set behind it, but
Oh, and this is some obscene chip damage that Eustace is going to be able to put out here.
yeah. Let this load.
Oh, gets hit. One more hit.
Yeah, Jawesome under so much pressure to like make something happen at this point, and
Okay, this is the
finds the
start of
hit, the rest
something.
conversion, gets the butterflies up. Oh,
Oh,
the
chipped
chip
out.
Yeah,
All right. Final
final round. Yeah,
tournament life for both of these players.
yeah.
Nice challenge after the full screen low.
For sure.
It's a throw.
Oh, and yeah, that'll lead
Does
to
get a combo off
conversion
of
with,
it.
yeah, with that red grenade.
I did not know that. That was cool.
Mhm.
Plus frames.
Into another throw. Jawesome fighting for his
Oh,
life here.
misses the red grenade.
Yeah. Oh,
And a
Jawesome spot
dodge on
dodges
the
the
rush.
rush. Back shifts. Jawesome able to gain a lot of ground here. Still gonna have a
no.
hard time making up this life lead. Oh, you
Oh,
see
and
the
a very
TK arrow
good
guest tech.
adaptation, yeah. If that had been a regular guest tech, that
He
was
would have
game.
been dead. Yeah, he would have been out of the tournament. Oh, but just getting hit by these projectiles just doesn't have another one of those to give. All right,
Back
finds
throw
the-
back into the corner.
Oh, but the rush.
No. I think Jawesome accidentally did a regular backdash
Yeah,
and got hit by the rush because of that.
yeah. Smart of Tool knowing that like all that rush is all he needs.
Yeah.
Just send it out, and you know it's just such a low commitment. And if
Yeah.
if
I
it
mean, we
hits-
did see Jawesome dodge it once, which does lead to a punish, but
True.
it's definitely
But-
not easy to do that.
Yeah, but also I mean like with no butterflies on the screen, even
Yeah.
if Jawesome gets the punish,
It's not a
Materia is
huge
not going to kill
punish,
you.
yeah.
hmm
But good stuff to both players, actually. That was a pretty good set.
Yeah, very good set. It looked like it was looking a little shaky for Jawesome there after
Yeah.
that first round of the Eustace, but he did a really great job of adapting to it and settling down.
Yeah, and definitely showed Tool, hey, don't play Jita.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can kind of see there the difference, right? Like, Eustace can really deal with a lot of the same space that Materia wants to be at, whereas Jita doesn't really want to do that. She kind of has to fight her way in, right? It's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And yeah, the other thing that I feel like really helped Tool there was just like once he's able to establish that life lead, the fact that like Eustace not only is Materia going to have to like try and get on the offensive with like her tool set that's not great at that, but then also like Eustace can just get so annoying with all of those projectiles just pepper at you.
And like so many plus frames. Just
yeah.
so many different things are plus or difficult to maneuver around, right? Like the mid-screen EX ball is both plus and also covers just such a huge amount of space.
Yeah, like it's so hard to hop against that
It's
thing.
really difficult. You actually can't hop against it. You will get hit. So, but we're probably going to see, you know, Vera or Jita into Lancelot here, right? I don't think we'll see the Eustace again.
Yeah, I doubt it. Not against Lance.
It definitely seems like a counter pick and not a I'm going to play this character, right?
For sure, yeah. And it feels like, you know, Tool might be operating a little bit off of player knowledge again, but which, you know, Goon might not necessarily have, but the Lance Eustace matchup just seems rough enough for Eustace. Like, I don't know why you would play it versus just like one of your characters that do more stably
It's just
in the
like
matchup.
it's just easier to play those other characters, right? Like if you're a Eustace specialist, then it's probably not that bad. I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I guess it's just the way I'm thinking about it. Like Eustace being like plus frames the character of like Lance has so many ways of just like wriggling his way out of pressure.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But you know, Jita is almost certainly an easier pick into Lancelot. So
yeah, just play strong, solid fundamentals.
Yeah, and the DP is really nice against the Lancelot like 2-2 stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
You don't really have to guess as much. You just react.
Keeps him a bit more honest with the Rekkas. Really?
Okay.
All right.
I think this is fine. I mean, Goon's Loane is not bad.
Yeah, it's solid. I don't think it... I feel like he's been grinding so hard on the Lance for the last several months that like the Loane feels like it's kind of like lagged behind
I
some.
think he really hates Lancelot versus Jita though. But I also simultaneously know that he's done a lot of labbing and VOD reviews specifically in that matchup.
Yeah, because like he's been on his arc of wanting to basically like, stop losing to Dante in losers finals of every single bracket. Like he's put so much work into the matchup. I'm a little surprised that he's not playing it here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, right? Like I feel like he does have the experience necessary to play against Vegeta. I don't think that this is like a massive skill gap or anything like that. So it's just interesting to see the low aim.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe just wanting to have a little fun, but that's a really good pickup right there.
Yeah, nice version of the boys beating into the cat bot. Ooh, you hate to see that immediate guest tech.
Oh no, the 2U getting stuffed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got some neutral here. Setting down the Catalina bot.
Yeah, the way neutral is
oh,
just...
no.
Oh,
This is going
and
to hurt.
gets the wall bounce too, yeah.
You're not dead, but you're going to die soon, probably. I like that
cool,
shimmy.
trying a little shimmy, yeah.
Knows that Goon is a guest techer, right?
Yeah.
But will we see...
See the Yiggy?
Yeah, I have to...
Yeah.
I mean, Tool almost certainly knows how to deal with it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, okay, Tool's low enough now that the chip could be a real factor. Oh, getting
yeah,
the
HPA I think is much better here. That's a guaranteed setup.
Oh, Tool trying to break through it,
yeah.
but yeah, not going to be able to.
I mean, he has to do something, right? Like, he has to dodge
for sure.
everything.
You can't just hold it. Like, you're just going to get chipped out. Yeah, those low-end supers become so much more terrifying when you're low and not in OD.
Especially HPA.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it has, like, real mix and not just kind of, like, have you lab the Mario Party minigames.
Do you know how to play Mario Party?
Yeah.
It's a full conversion here. And once again, in a little bit of a rough spot, but doesn't have metered OD this time.
Yeah.
Gets caught mashing, probably?
Yeah, I couldn't tell whether that was, like, throw setup or a mash, but either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tool taking back a dominating round 2 here.
Yeah, and it's funny. It felt like a lot of the first round kind of looked like that. Goon kind of finds some moments at the end there to steal it a bit, but I feel like overall that's... Oh, finds the...
Tries the air scald. Oh, okay, no confirm off of either of those. Yeah, I mean, Tool just content to sit here and wait for Goon to do something.
Yeah, which punishes the no cancel to you even, and you're not dead, but...
You are in a rough spot.
Yeah, again,
and
with the shimmy. Yeah.
Has been working on it, but still not immune to it.
Yeah, Tool just killing guest techer after guest techer today.
Very true.
And, you know, it's funny, I'm not sure if Jawesome really got cooked for that.
No, and in fact, the one time we saw Jawesome do something instead of guest teching,
arrow,
it was a TK arrow and it got him out.
Yeah.
With tick throw?
Yep, just good to enforce that throw, you know, collect that shimmy, counter hit.
Ooh, tries to hit Catalina bot, but a little too late.
Yeah.
Neutral. The silly man running around, floating in the air.
Yeah, just throwing stuff onto the screen.
Cheetah said, charge fireball time, I win neutral. So we're going in. Is the pressure going?
Oh.
Guess teching again.
No.
Oh, but doesn't get a full
drops it,
combo.
but finds the throw afterwards.
Yeah, you would think with that option, right, you would be ready since you know that Goon's guess teching, but I guess it's not ready to do the full combo. And that's plus spacing on the 5U. The X Fireball wins neutral for you, gets a full corner conversion here.
Okay, mash to get out.
And gets a little HP back. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think you're dead.
Yeah, with meter to cash out. All right, we'll see if
Is
Goon...
losers finals can still do this.
Yeah, has another game to give, or at least like character swap.
I don't think that these are so dire that, you know, he needs to doom, right? Like he can definitely still bring this set back.
I'm
I
not
like the Lancelot pick that he's going to do here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think with the Lancer, potentially he could. I feel like he's been surviving through all of these sets, but like he hasn't really gotten much going in many of these rounds. He's kind of just like stalling out the neutral, like putting stuff on the screen, but like there's never a point where I feel Tool is threatened at any point.
Yeah, I mean, that's vaguely true. I do think the Luane is a lot better of a pick here. Has done a lot of labbing in specifically this matchup, and so I would like to see him have faith in his own lab work, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Jita versus Lancelot.
All right, yeah, going back to Lance, and it makes sense. I feel like if you're going to go out of the tournament, like you want to go out on your like actual
your main character, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, I would say not really a Luane player anymore.
No. Again, just like really doesn't put the time into the character anymore.
Yeah, for sure does not. Lance is definitely the one that he's been on the grind for.
Yeah, well, he's going to have an uphill battle to, you're going to have to reverse sweep this if he wants to make it through, but
doable.
We'll see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, looking for throws. Trying a little shimmy there to see if he could probably get guest tech out of Tool, but I feel like Tool is not the type of player who's going to get that to you.
Yeah, I don't really see Tool guest tech too often.
Yeah. Like, when he does, I feel like it's when he's, like, pretty flustered.
Yeah, for
sure. I'm getting pressured hard. Like, just doing a couple, like, pick throws on him isn't going to get him to start guest teching.
You got to really cook him with throw.
Yeah.
Doesn't get a full combo here. Light pressure.
Yeah, just Tool always are gonna just do doing like 2-2 dash back in, just close L, micro back in.
Oh,
yeah, shimmy's the
you have a lot of time after that.
Yeah.
Close age punish is gonna be a lot of damage.
Yep, even mid screen, and I mean mid-screen is relative with this character.
True.
Second round in a row.
Okay.
Wow.
And right as we mentioned
the
it,
overhead.
the guest teching.
Yeah.
This is probably the only thing that Lance gets a ton of damage from, right?
Yeah, definitely. But even picks up a reset in the corner to extend that, and
yeah, but didn't have enough meter to super at the time, and the Rekka kind of locks him out of that.
Yeah.
It's not like Jita Rekka where it wall bounces for some reason.
Oh, another immediate attack from Goon here.
Tries to throw after the Rekka pressure.
Oh,
and
finds the wall
get a hit.
thing. Yeah. All right. Goon, I think putting his first round on the board here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got one with the.
Oh yeah, true. Off of the
I think this looks a lot cleaner.
Absolutely.
Right? Counter hit, but no confirm. I don't think that's a plus spacing, so good recognition from Goon to just not trying to push there.
Absolutely. Oh, closes out the Rekka. Will get a hit.
But it's not that much damage, right?
Yeah.
And it's a huge risk, and the 2U's not spaced properly, so Jita gets a punish.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't like to see that.
No. Oh, gets counter hit to the corner, too.
You're
just not quite
dead,
but you're probably going to be within throw range here.
No, not
well,
quite.
no. Yeah, because we're not setting up the super, but going into OD here. And
it's rough. No turb either.
Okay, finds the wall thing to get out. Yeah. Still, with Tool and OD, the threat of that. Okay, yeah, gets into it, so you don't have to route the chip now.
And that is a guaranteed setup for Lancelot.
Yeah.
So. Tries to 2U under, but the charge is messing up the timing. Doesn't quite get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Tool's been making good use of that all day.
Yeah.
And yeah, now we get
Tool still Seattle.
Yeah, now we get the PNW Classic of the Grand
Tool
Finals
versus
of
ZomBmu.
Yeah. Tool coming from losers, which Tool did take this off of Jeff at Okizemi.
Yeah,
that was
the Oki before FF. Tool actually did beat ZomBmu, and it was the CAG for one of the sets, right? It wasn't just a secondary or anything.
Yeah, I was playing the Fairy for the reset, but then swapped to the CAG, and Tool took that set too. So definitely, I feel like people have talked about, joked about like Jeff being kind of like the insurmountable end boss, but Tool does definitely have a shot to get it done.
Yeah. I will admit, you know, in casuals, I went 10-3 against ZomBmu's Vera, so, you know.
Okay. I mean, you know, if you take 3 games, like, though, if
Yeah,
those 3
that
games
means that
were
you can
events
win.
in a row, it
You
is
can win
theoretically
any set,
possible.
yeah.
You know, the
A
odds
random sampling of the 13 games, right?
the odds might not be in the favor, but, like, it's theoretically possible.
But I mean, Tool obviously better player, right? And it plays
Absolutely.
against ZomBmu a lot, right? So there's definitely going to be a lot of layers that they're already aware of with each other, right? That's not necessarily going to be immediately apparent, but let's show our Matcherino one time right before this grand finals. Don't forget to claim the codes up there. There's 11 codes left, so be sure and hit that, you know. Help feed our players.
Zom is...
This is ZomBmu's DoorDash money, so...
Yeah, get him an extra Long Island at the Mexican
Get him an
restaurant
extra Long
afterwards.
Island afterwards, you know. It's been a stressful bracket.
Yeah, but exclamation GBVS to claim one of those codes in chat. All right, you see Tool on his phone there. You know, you might think, oh, he's like being so studious looking at matchup notes. He's probably like
He's
doing
rolling
his
on the
Fire.
gotcha. I guarantee you this man's rolling on some gotcha.
Doing his Fire Emblem dailies.
He's scrolling through Twitter, you know. Doing his Fire Emblem dailies.
I mean,
Fire Emblem Fridays.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, but you know, close enough.
I want to say that like, because I mean that he won. He like immediately just like put out his phone and like started playing Fire Emblem.
That's my favorite thing. There was a Climax of Night, and Snappy got up on the stream during the 3v3 battle tournament.
Yeah.
And started rolling Fate Go on stream.
Yeah.
And that was just too funny. He did not get anything good in the 10 pool, and his team lost immediately after. So
yeah,
I'm just saying they're not related, but they might be.
Yeah, it was so funny, like, at Flashback, just hearing people, like, in the GRANBLUE section, like, popping off and, like, looking and, like, oh, did something really sick happen? It's like,
nah, I rolled really well.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like, it's, like, no PNW, like, GRANBLUE versus players, like, really play, like, GRANBLUE mobile game, but, like, everyone in Cali seems to.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Jeff's definitely dabbled in the mobile game. I've definitely dabbled in the mobile game. Isaiah, Ebonic Plague, has dabbled in the mobile game. Our stream runner has dabbled in the mobile game. So, but there's some people that have played.
Yeah.
Sentry Gun also.
Oh, true. Looks like, okay, Zom...
The Belial from
Zom. Belial versus Jita.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to play into ZomBmu's strengths in this game, right? Belial's a really good Fuzzy's character, does a lot of damage.
Yeah, great.
He is able to do the confirms, right? Like, you know, you do have to kind of care about crouch confirms and things like that. And
yeah, different firewall spins off of that.
ZomBmu definitely has those, so...
versus
Absolutely. The players saying good luck to each other.
Yeah.
You know, definitely not strangers to fighting. And obviously both of them have been playing, I think, since basically the release of the game, right? So
yeah. It has been interesting, though, like, hearing, you know, ZomBmu talk about how it feels like, you know, the gap has been getting, like, noticeably closer between him and Tool.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you play someone a lot, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of player matchup knowledge that you acquire, right? Ooh, no confirm.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to see if ZomBmu does a Seattle Classic here of going to every single game in Grand Finals.
Oh,
just to make the TO's life difficult. That is so common in this scene, or at least it used to be.
Yeah. I want to say Seasons Beating's GRANBLUE top 8 got really held up because of Uni top 8.
Yeah, that
like
sounds
multiple
right.
people. Yeah.
Right, ZomBmu stuck in the corner here against Jita and OD. It's looking a little rough, yeah.
Yeah, just 2M after 2M for Tool, just checking ZomBmu's attempts at getting in.
Yeah, and I can kind of understand wanting to play the Belial into the Jita. Against DPs.
Yeah.
Yeah, ZomBmu definitely not afraid to do things like mash or DP, right? Like, it's good to sprinkle those things in occasionally.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I feel like
punish.
It's, you know, after so long of playing Patient, you kind of like earn yourself a mash or a DP or just get it off of your opponent's mental stack and
well, 2M.
Yeah.
And turning it right around, you know, got a little cooked on the first round, but bringing it right back, saying, I'm not free.
Yeah, I mean, he's got plenty of rounds for the download here.
And plenty of characters to play as well.
True.
Yeah, it's a nice dodge on the Rekka. Blocks the DP.
Yeah, doesn't go for the big counter hit punish, but still just gets the like stable, easy reward. Don't have to worry about like mistiming that.
The counter hit punish is also not that much more worth it, I think.
Yeah.
Nice DP on the special cancel. Oh, with punish on the 2M.
Punish, yeah.
That's just a mashing a wake up.
Yeah, and Jeff definitely has been known to mash. Tool trying for the shimmy, trying for the
Yeah, ZomBmu not really
overhead.
against tech.
Yeah, no.
Not quite going to be death. Doesn't have any meter.
Doing the shimmy, seeing him not fight, and then immediately going,
Yeah,
oh, you're dead, yeah. But yeah, Tool going for that shimmy, like Zom not fighting, and then immediately running up and going to the overhead feels like very wishful thinking on Tool's part there.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked on the last couple of people, right? The last couple of people are more guest techy, but ZomBmu is definitely a veteran of this game, right? So is not going to fall for that, at least not easily. You're going to definitely need to do more to spook him first.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Tool really hasn't been representing throw that much so far. It hasn't really
At least
been
not
getting
tick throws, right?
Yeah.
DP's on after the 2M. Not the worst decision.
Yeah. Ooh, kind of hit hard, yeah.
Far H dodge, not a bad idea. A lot of patience here from ZomBmu. Knows that he's got the life lead and doesn't really need to push too much, right?
Yeah, and just like that, finds the Far H with punishment, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're up like 4K, you might as well just sit back and like wait for Tool to commit to something.
Right?
Yeah.
Next round.
Yeah.
He gets hit raw by the fireball.
And I feel like that's one thing that Zom is so good at as a player. Like, he'll just have the discipline just to, you know, hold one for like 30 seconds. I'm just going to tech every throw and like wait for you to do something.
Has an immense amount of patience for sure. Gets the DP, but that's not a ton of damage. And there you see the reaction tech.
Yeah, that
is content to just take these.
Yeah, I mean, still has the life lead. Now with Tool getting into OD, we'll lose it, but
no. You're dead.
Yeah. Tool definitely putting up a very respectable fight here.
Yeah, good comeback from Tool that round, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the decision of like getting a couple throws, which, you know, Zom is a bit more willing to take.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the part of Tool's game plan that was lacking, right? He hadn't really shown throw as an option, so the shimmy is not actually scary until you really do that.
Yeah, and then once he evens up the life lead, getting into OD, and, you know, that puts pressure on Zom to know you actually have to do something now.
And that's going to be the best way to force a mistake, right?
Yeah. It's really just like, how can you get him into a more active role, which again, like, Tool getting up to a big life lead in this set. You know, Zom does have plenty of time to work with, but is going to have to play this game a bit more proactively.
But you can see in neutral that he is being a lot more proactive,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah, throwing out way more buttons. And, you know, they're mostly like non-committal buttons, a lot of like far L's from distance, almost kind of like waiting for Tool to try and press in response that, yeah, he can then pick up a whiff punish himself.
Doesn't dodge the OD, but also doesn't really get hit by it, so doesn't... Oh, well, he's dead now. All right, Tool taking game 2. I have to wonder if we'll see a swap here.
It's possible,
yeah. There we go. Is this going to be the Iron Man where ZomBmu just changes characters every time he loses a game?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the roster for it.
He really does. Caglia. You hear Cag chants in the audience?
Okay,
there we go.
Cag. All right.
Yeah, crowd favorite.
Yeah. I mean, the Zom Cag is sick to watch.
Thank you. I think the crowd just wants to go get food.
Probably some of that going on.
I think there's dinner plans for after the bracket, so they're like, all right, let's hurry this up. You know?
Yeah.
This matchup is not, I wouldn't say bad for Cag at all, right? It's pretty okay. Jita Far M is pretty annoying, but you do have counterplay to a lot of stuff, and it is difficult for Jita to deal with things like spaced Far H trap or
Yeah, we saw
spaced far
Dante
H
really
rock
getting got by
toss,
that one
right?
earlier.
I think even really spaced El Hula is kind of annoying for her, although not too annoying because she is a 5-framer.
Yeah.
But the throw is now a lot more threatening.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh,
And there we
great.
go.
El teleport was punished there.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure why Tool is trying to you
mash
there.
on-
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It just doesn't reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
It doesn't reach far H trap set most of the time. Especially not in the spacings as ZomBmu is going to try to do it at, right? Like, he's aware of where you can and can't do things like that.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it's interesting too because like I feel like this is a matchup that like Tool doesn't have any shortage of experience
No.
in. He's definitely played not just like this matchup, but this
player
and
in this
character.
matchup.
Yeah,
Nice reaction tech.
yeah. Okay, Tool getting out big
taking it.
life speed here and forcing
Wake
the
up
sort of
TK
throw, but
teleport.
Yeah. And big conversion now, gains corner positioning, but
Tries to raw spear. Well, I don't
Oh.
think that DP was intended.
yeah, no, I imagine that was likely a fireball. Oh,
Yeah,
finds
sees the
spear.
fireball start up and just chooses to use the spear. That is not going to function.
No.
Yeah. It's also really difficult, right? Like, Cheetah can't super cancel. If she sees the trap set, that doesn't work either. It
Yeah.
has to be on a spear.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It doesn't work on a 5U. It does work on a 6U, but you're kind of making a guess at that point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't get the full confirm, but that's kind of an awkward spacing where you can't really combo into Hula. It's a nice hit here.
Yeah. And again, Tool off to a life lead. It definitely feels like when he's able to find those, okay, trying to shimmy, but
I don't think you're going to see a shimmy just because PK teleport is so
yeah,
good
true.
that if ZomBmu wants to guess tech, you're probably going to see that instead, right?
Yeah.
Nice knowledge on killing the traps after being knocked into it by the 63M.
Oh,
Back
double
shift.
back shift, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Spears, waits
Yeah.
for the dodge and punishes it. That's how you know Tool's not doing it on reaction, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, rush call up, but again, Tool with no meter to work with now, and
Hula actually comboing at that range.
yeah, gonna get chipped out, or at least have to worry about the threat of it.
Can't block a single rock.
Yeah.
The 40 chip damage rock.
And
There it
yeah,
is.
there you see it. But at the same time, like, spot dodging rock is also a dangerous game. Like,
Yeah, it depends on the spacing, right? If you
Yeah.
spot dodge the rock, the spear is guaranteed. So
yeah, not like a 100% checkmate situation, but pretty
definitely close.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was
Oh.
not a spacing you can do it at.
Yeah. Great awareness by Tool there.
Is plus, but I think was expecting Tool to DP after that because it's not a terrible spot to DP. Oh, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a meme. Sometimes you have to play a little cringe, and you know. And nice recognition. Sees Tool's not actually going for anything, so it sets the traps, right? But
Yeah.
there's a hit right after.
Yeah. Well, showing a signs of life here. It's Jeff still on tournament point, but
Has a rock now, so the fireball is a lot less good. And yeah,
oh yeah, that Rekka is not going to work out well there.
doesn't
okay.
quite get the save jab. Was a little slow to run forward, I think.
Yeah, Zom again sitting here with a life lead, just content to sit back and wait for Tool to commit to something.
And this is a lot slower match than we were seeing.
Yeah, I mean, because this is the first round in the couple that we've had Zom with a life lead, but Tool taking it now. Oh, flash into another flash.
Let's go, Melty
OD.
Blood.
All right, Tool and OD.
Looking like Kamone's
fine.
vision.
Yeah. Okay, Tool got about 20 seconds left on the OD here. Does have the life lead, 40 seconds left. Oh, finds the counter hit
okay.
Rekka.
Oh, that is not a dodge you like to see.
And
You're
confirming
dead.
the SSBA.
You're dead.
That'll be Zom taking
That
it.
dodge. That is the one that hurts.
Yeah. All right.
That is the dodge that hurts.
Yeah, Tool had been in such a great position for that round. It really was his to lose, but that dodge.
And just threw it away, yeah.
Yeah. Rough way to go out, but also, you know, Zom, a player who you just can't give that little inch to.
Good stuff to ZomBmu, though. Recognizing the dodge, punishing it appropriately,
Mm-hmm.
right? And, you know, taking it from winner's side. So.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Okay. You know, Tool putting up a game, respectable showing, though. But
and, you know, don't forget to check out the match arena, right? We've got !M GBVS for the GRANBLUE versus one, and then after this, I think is Strive. So
yeah, we'll be switching over to that in a few.
!M Strive to contribute to that one as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, or I believe it might be okay. Yeah, !M Strive. Yeah, but this has been our GRANBLUE Top 8. It's been a pleasure commentating for you.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm Ferns. With me here is Casey.
Yep.
And yeah, looks like we'll be moving over to Strive shortly after a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.